Hey everybody, it's LTM here. I'm at the Hall Cinema 7 right now, and I'm about to go watch Night Swim. Hope y'all had a good holiday. I finally went and saw The Color Purple, which I did not do a vlog on, but I thought it was a really good adaptation of the original book and a nice remake of the 1985 film. Well, not necessarily a remake, but it was more like a another adaptation of the book. But still, I enjoyed that movie, so now I'm here to watch Night Swim. So when I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought, okay, it's Blumhouse, it's James Wan, it's a haunted swimming pool. Sounds pretty promising. I love the idea to this. So going into it, so it turns out the movie was based on a short film, which I forgot who the guy who created it, but it was based on a short film, and then I guess James Wan wanted to turn it into a movie, so we got Night Swim. So I'm looking forward to going to this movie. I have high expectations. I hope the movie is good. And I guess I'll just give you all my thoughts when I come back. This is LTM, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, LTM here. I just got out of Night Swim. I just want to state one thing clear. I know a lot of people are probably going to end up liking this movie, and I can see a lot of people that do, but for me, I did not end up liking Night Swim. But as I said at the beginning of this review, the movie has a really cool concept. Though, tell me if you've heard of this story before. So a family moves into a new home that just happens to have a pool in it. But it turns out the pool might be more than just, well, a pool. And in that it's actually possessed or haunted. Some strange things happen. Some weird death things happen. It's weird. There's like a backstory behind the pool. And the kids start to notice it. And the mom thinks... she starts noticing it too, and then the dad, who used to be ill, is now feeling better because of him being in the pool. I'm just going to stop you right there, because that's technically the plot of this. You've heard of this movie thousands of times before. It's the Amityville Horror meets Christine, but with a swimming pool. That's it. That's the only thing that's possibly new, which is not a bad idea. Night Swim was really disappointing. It had a lot of potential. It's just... probably wasn't good in the right hands. So let's get to the real problems with this movie. The characters, they're just not very interesting. They are the most basic, cookie-cutter, cliched character stereotypes you've seen before. The over-the-top brother, the jerky teenage daughter, the stubborn father who is one of the few characters that ends up getting better, but it ends up getting more concerning. The overbearing mother. You know these character tropes before. And I will say this, the first half of it, I was kind of actually getting into it with the family coming in and being optimistic about the new house, and then starting to notice that the pool was being haunted or things like that. But then as the movie kept going, like once the pool party ended, and once it got around to the pool party scene, that's where it started to fall apart, and the movie just goes into that horror movie trope I couldn't stand. So the movie was very boring. The characters are just not that very good. It wasn't even that scary. I mean, I will say, for the first half of it, there are a few good jump scares, mostly with the backstory of how the pool came to be and stuff. But for the most of it, it just felt like it was lacking, that I wasn't invested in anything. I didn't care for the characters. Like I said, it just wasn't scary, which is really disappointing. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up, because honestly, Night Swim doesn't really have much to... there's not really much for me to say about it. It's not awful. There are some good things. I'll give it this. The acting is all right for the most part, despite the characters not being interesting. There are a few scary moments, and the movie, like I said, has a really cool idea if done in the right hands. It's not stupid, but it's also not horrible. It's just not a movie that's it's just not very well thought out. And it kind of like 65, it feels like a seed of an idea that's just not fully given any water. I mentioned this before in Five Nights at Freddy's. You can have a cool concept. You can be creative with it. You can go dark. It's just, you got to do it in a way that makes sense. And Night Swim is one of those movies that failed to have that potential. So, overall, the only people I could possibly recommend this to is that if you really like some of Blumhouse's other projects, you might go check this out. But if you're really looking for a good movie with a really good ghost story with a house and a family, I recommend movies like Poltergeist, the original Poltergeist, Mama, or some of James Wan's other movies like The Conjuring or Insidious. Or if you're looking for a thriller that involves water, an aquatic thriller, I recommend Jaws or The Abyss or Creature from the Black Lagoon. Those are far better movies to go check out than this film. Night Swim was not terrible. Nothing made me cringe. Nothing made me say, "Oh, that was dreadful," like how the internet's been treating it. But I just didn't get into it, and it just felt like standard horror movie cliches, and I just didn't like it. If you like it, I could see people. I could probably see this is going to be one of those movies where it may end up getting a cult following. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I just didn't get into this movie very much. Overall score, I give Night Swim a 5 out of 10. It's not as bad as the internet's been giving it, but it's definitely not very good. At least with Five Nights at Freddy's or 65, whether you like those movies or not, which they're honestly they're not that good. They had scenes and ideas that could have that made that try to be different. Night Swim just felt cliche to me, and it just I'm probably not going to remember it anytime soon. So that's Night Swim. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Now, I've stated last year on my last vlog that I won't be seeing as many movies. Just want to let that clarify that. I do plan on seeing The Beekeeper and maybe the reboot of Mean Girls, but that's going to depend on time, so who knows. And then even if I do go see them and I end up go see them later or during the month or something, I won't be able to do a vlog on it because it'll probably be too late. So, yeah, I'm going to be laying low on movies for a while. I will say February has quite a few things coming out, like Madam Web, Argyle, and I think that's it, I think. But yeah, we won't be starting getting the big movies until about March, which you guys know me. I love me some good blockbusters. But anyways, I'm going to start laying low on movies for a little bit, for a little while. If something does pop up, like let's say if there is a movie that I would desperately would like to see and people say good, if I heard good things about it, I might go check it out right away. But depending on my job and what's going on around me right now, I just got to play low. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. What's your favorite ghost movie? Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. This is LTM, and I'll see you guys later.